I'd like to welcome Denise. Thank you so much for doing this for me. I've been doing these and they've been awesome for me, me learning about what works and what doesn't work with the program. And it's awesome for, other clients to find out, people that really succeeded very quickly and did very well and what they did and that kind of stuff. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. First of all, tell me, where you're from, what you do. I know right now you're in Las Vegas. It's a different Las Vegas, a COVID Las Vegas. But talk about where you're from. I mean, people are going to recognize the accent anyway.
Okay. I'm from Sparkman, Arkansas. In my late 40s, 49. RN, 2 kids, grown kids, and 5 grandkids.
All right. Those grandkids are special, I think. You spent a lot of time with your grandchildren. In fact, yesterday was the first time that my 3-year-old FaceTimed me. He wanted to talk to Pa.
Oh,
I know.
Such a sweet time.
Oh, he remembers me.
That just melts your heart, don't it?
Oh, it did. I've been bragging to everybody. That's my 3-year-old grandboy. He wanted to talk to Pa and he FaceTimed me. That was great. That was just yesterday, and I was so like you said, my heart melted. So anyway, I want to talk about about the program, what was good for you, what wasn't good for you. You might not remember, but in the first phase, the first 3 months, you lost 35 pounds.
I did not remember that.
Yeah, 35 pounds, boom, right off the bat. And then you've been pretty much wanting to set your weight since then. And so we pretty much have. I looked at the, phase 2, and you've only moved 2 pounds up or down. So you pretty much have a set weight. We're bringing back all the foods one by one type of thing, where you actually went below what your happy weight was. You're down below, you're down 5 pounds from there. So you're at 40 pounds now with a set weight. Tell me, what do you think made that, particularly the first 3 months, which is what you were, we reached the goal there. What was the secret? What was the main tool that you used to be successful? Because if I remember right, you told me when I first talked to you that you couldn't lose weight no matter what you did. You tried everything and nothing worked, and then boom, 35 pounds come off.
Right. I had tried even exercise and nothing was happening. So I knew I didn't have the answer myself. And so I needed someone else's answer. So what that low glycemic diet did, and the vegetables, bringing in different vegetables instead of just the white potato or just a salad, and then just learning the different foods that I could have versus the ones I had tried for so long.
Gotcha. And from the actual program itself, what was the key to, was it just the food, or was there other things involved that got you to be able to lose 35 pounds in 90 days?
Having someone there that I could go to ask any questions that I had, because in the beginning, I think I felt like I was blowing you up, for lack of a better word, because I had so many questions. I'm naturally a why person. Why this, or what do I do here? So being able to have you right there in my back pocket to school me and answer my questions helped a lot.
Yeah, I think that's really the key, the daily communication through the texting. Many people say it keeps them accountable, but I think that's just a small part of it. I think the big part of it has to do with my being able to answer the questions, to customize it, because everybody's different. Everybody, different. They like different foods. They have different personality. They have different schedules and things like that. But, when we did add that to the program, because we only used to have the course, but after we added this daily statistical texting, we went from 1 clinic to 7 clinics in 18 months. So that our success went through the roof after we did that. Now, as for the course, there's a lot of information there. Was there too much? Were you able to get through it? Did you?
It felt like information overload in the beginning. However, information is knowledge is it can make you successful. It's the key to success. And for me to understand on a cellular level where you were teaching, that clicked for me. Because I knew I didn't have the answers, so I needed the answers from something. It was information overload, but I still had you to text and ask why, or what if I gained weight? Was I doing something wrong, or what? You led me, but the information was good, but there was a lot of it. I don't know that you could do it any other way.
Well, that's why I kind of set it up. I'm actually redoing the course. It's been a while since I've redone it, and I have it where I have, my wife just says, Dave, tell me what to do. She doesn't like all that. She just says, tell me, eat this, do this, and that's it. Don't tell me anymore. So I tried to do that in the new course where I make one video where I just say, do this. And I'm just now getting below 30 minutes on the video. I guess I can't shut up when it comes to information. But I did set up the course so that it kind of had, the tell me what to do in the top part. So if you just read, the very beginning, I'd put right on there, do this. But I really felt the people that do the best read below, which is, the why, where there's videos and ebooks and everything else there. But I'm trying to, because that's the one thing I hear. There's so much information that, after a while, you just, you're succeeding, so the course doesn't become that important. So I'm trying to get that less information, more to the point. But like I told you, even the videos are running really long. So I'm trying to do that. But that's tough, because it is, like you said, you're a white person, so am I. Someone asked me to do something, I want to know why. Why am I supposed to eat this way and such and such? Now, in the beginning, right off the bat, you lost a lot of weight in the first few days when we went through, the protein days and stuff like that. But you clipped along really well. Now, what was, what kind of menu you were using when you continued to, because it's really kind of a normal menu. You in the beginning you were eating 3 meals a day, and then you start learning about your appetite and hunger. During the major weight loss, the 35 pounds, right off the bat, what kind of menu was working best for you?
I have to say the menu that we eat at home didn't change a whole lot, other than the salts, the pink Himalayan salts, and getting away from just the regular table salt. Everything organic, bringing in everything organic, the grass fed, that changed. I think that was a game changer for me as well. And the no snacking, because I am a just natural grazer. So I had to get away from that. That wasn't working for me. Obviously.
Was it difficult?
In the beginning, yes, it was difficult. It was.
Were you craving foods?
I did crave foods. I craved sugar. I craved, I'm a natural nut eater, and that was a go-to snack, which now I've returned those in my diet, and they're not hurting me. But
not at all. You did well with those.
Yes. So I think the organic, though, plays a big deal. Learning what to put in your body and what the chemicals you can't have.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And were there any particular foods that you found that were disastrous to you?
The white potato and ham. Yes, which I already knew that I swelled. My belly would swell up with different foods throughout the years, and my ankles or feet would swell beforehand. So I kind of knew which one. I mean, I knew the ham and white potato, just those would cause bloating.
Were you shocked, like many of my clients are that sometimes it really blew you up? Like,
Yes, the white potato was terrible the first time I had it. It felt like I had a bowling ball in my stomach. It was quite painful.
many people don't know that the white potato was actually a human-made food by Louis Pasteur.
Oh
He,
wow.
yeah, it was the feed island. He pretty much made that in the lab, and so it was you know, that's why it's so high glycemic.
Okay.
And you mentioned earlier about the low glycemic foods. Do you think that was one of the major reasons why you did so well? That you
Yeah.
understood?
Yes, I do. I do indeed. Not spiking that blood sugar throughout the day with sugar or sweet tea or those kind of things that I normally enjoy. Yes.
Okay.
Learning what would cause those things.
Okay. Well, in the first phase, you did quite well. We got those 35 pounds off. Then the second phase, we were setting the weight. What did you learn about setting your weight? Because that's so important.
Learning what foods I couldn't have and what I could, um, because you want to maintain that weight. You don't want all this to be for nothing. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. I don't know what that answer is.
Okay. Well, you found that because I looked at your statistics and you haven't gained more than 2 pounds. It's been between, I think, what, 133 and 135 for quite some time now. So that's exactly
Mhm.
how we set the weight, is by keeping it within a 2 pound range. Okay, now you've been adding foods. That's what I call phase three. And so you've been adding foods. What have you added so far back that you found it was okay?
Sweet potato, nuts. Um, even had. I've learned to eat the high fat dessert instead of the high sugar dessert, like cheesecake.
Right.
And I did really well with that. Um, I'm not sure what else, because the low glycemic, those vegetables that are on the list are really the ones that we eat most of. And I've done okay with some, like goat cheese. I've done okay with.
Right.
I'm not sure about cheddar cheese, or I didn't do well with cheddar cheese.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Well, it probably could have to do something with the processing too.
Correct.
Cheddar is more processed than the goat cheese.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that could do it. So let's say someone was, let's say you had a friend that
Hmm.
said, "Hey Denise, how'd you do this?" Uh, what would be the one thing you say is the most important thing that they must do?
Contact Dr. Matt.
Well, thank you there. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you think the
Um,
accountabilities that and
yes, the accountability daily that held me accountable, so I was able to, and then having it in a text or writing it down daily where I could go back and look. Even a food diary. In the beginning, I don't do that more anymore, but in the beginning, I'd write down what I could, and I could go back and look at it and survey what I did. But that helped tremendously to keep me accountable for what I myself was doing.
okay. And as for the program, what could I do to make it better?
Um, when I went to nursing school and we had to take, um, they had to survey us and see how we learned best,
Right.
so they could help us learn. And I learned really well with color. So I don't know if the background in your emails, if you could change that to a color, um, to make it more vibrant or hold the attention. I don't. I'm not sure. Color worked well for me for memory processing, and to pull back. Um, so I don't know if something with color would help in your emails.
That's a
Is
great
that
idea. I used to use more color,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know that you can use a white background with colored lettering. I don't know that that would work. I think the background would have to be the color with black lettering.
no, it's a great idea. I used to use more color, and then I kind of moved away from it because of
Hmm.
primarily, Google. They don't like a whole lot of stuff going. They want it as
Right.
clean as possible. Um, but there is stuff you can do for that. I know a couple of my mentors that uh, their emails are a lot more colorful. So that's a great idea.
Hmm.
Anything else that you'd recommend?
Um, I can't. Color's the one thing that I've thought about for the emails. Um, the information I loved. The only It's just me sitting down and getting to it. Like I think I have 3 or 4 emails to read right now.
Right. I know
But
they
it's
just keep
just,
coming. I know.
and that's okay. I like the information, but color is the only thing that I could think of.
Okay. Um, I have switched it to more of a course. The new one will look, like online courses that people are taking nowadays instead of an email. So it won't actually be an email in the future. I'm
Hmm.
almost done with phase one, and so that might take. I can definitely put more color in a course.
Hmm.
That's a great idea. Um, did you prefer reading or do you prefer videos?
For me, both. Because if I hear it and read it, it sticks with me better.
Okay. So what's next? Where do you want to go next? You've accomplished this, which means you can accomplish anything.
Mm. Thank
You
you.
really
Thank
can.
you.
You can.
Um, Not sure what's next. Maintaining, for one.
Okay, but I want you to think
Um,
about 2021 because now you've done something that 92% of the people cannot do. All right, that's a statistic that 92% of the people fail. Okay, I think it's much higher as we age because it's so much more difficult because of our hormones. And so I just want you to realize that you have accomplished something that most people can't do. And so use that self-discipline to accomplish something, another dream in 2021. Think about
I
that
will. I will. I will.
and come up with something there because well, they go hand in hand. Whatever other goal you make is going to be very similar to the one you just accomplished. And so don't lose that momentum because you accomplished something and you did it very well, very consistently. Week to
Thank you.
week, you had new lows,
Thank you.
and so that means you can you can take it to another level this next year. So next time, talking about that, every week I do call you, and we have a
Yeah.
5-minute chat, 10-minute chat, 15-minute chat, depending on what goals we're going to set and if we need to make any changes. Were those important to you, the weekly phone calls?
Yes. Yes. They were very important because if I had questions that I'd forgotten to text or just hearing your voice, knowing that you're there with me, that you're rooting me on, that helped me tremendously. I mean, your spouse helps you, they root you on as well, but to have Dr. Mack there, you're doing great, to hear your voice, that was, yes, that helped me a great deal.
Oh, great. All right. Well, I want you to think about 2021. I will be calling you tomorrow. Will you be available? Yeah, I know you're on vacation.
Um, yes, I do believe I will be. I
Answer
think I'll
you
be
on
at the airport. Yes.
But I want you to think from now till then, what are you going to do in 2021? And that way we can really kind of put that into your the mindfulness training we went through and the manifestation because I have found that women that are able to accomplish their health goals can
Mhm.
accomplish almost any goal that they got to have one. So think about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. It's
Thank you.
so nice talking to you this way.
Thank
So
you.
God bless you. You have a great time there. You know, it's still, there's a lot of colors there.
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah, and it looks like you have a beautiful view back there.
Yes.
Where are you staying at?
At the Encore this time.
All right, that's a beautiful
Yes.
hotel. All right,
Yes.
well, God bless you, and I'll talk to you later. And thank you so much. And I'm going to work on that color. I think that's a great idea.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Bye
Talk
bye.
to you tomorrow. Bye
All
bye.
righty, bye bye.